Hi. Y'all make sure we're tapping that screen. Sharing out the live. Hello, Kenovi. Hi, Sophie. Thank you, Dana. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ash. I am still gonna do curls. I just haven't had the time because we keep going out. But I'm loving every second of it. Hi, Chels. Long time no see indeed. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Hi, Faith, and thank you. Thank you, Skylar. Y'all, please hop in guest requests if you think body count should matter more for women than men. Thank you, Acid Rain. I'm having the best time in Houston, Faith. The best time. Hi, Caro. What happened to me and Tashika? What do you mean? We're in Houston together in the same house right now. Hi, Griffin. Hi, Kay. Hello, Allie. Honestly, I don't know, Faith. I forgot to ask him. All right, let's get into it.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Can I turn my camera
How old are you?
on? Can I turn my camera on? Hello. I'm good.
Sure.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Wait, how do I do? This is my first time going live.
That's fine. There should be a little, if you click yourself, there should be a little camera button. If you click that, it should pop up. You turn it on and press save. I know, right, Tika? Although I will say I feel as wet as fuck.
Why should body count matter more for women but not for men? I don't think it should matter more for women but not for men.
Well, I am only looking for opposition, so while I appreciate your presence, I'll be moving on to the next guest. But thank you for coming up. Bye-bye. All right, moving on to the next guest. Y'all, make sure when you request, you do in fact think body count should matter for women, but not for men. Hello? Oh, and they're gone. Okay. Thank you, Snow Wife. Also, I love Snow Wife. Snow Wife's music is so good.
Hi.
Hello?
Yep.
Hi. How old are you?
29.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women, but not for men?
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep, but my thing is that women lie better, and they lie a lot. And I feel like... I'm sorry, I was thinking about when women cheat. I wasn't even thinking about body count. Yeah, I mean, I guess not really. I mean, I guess they, yeah, kind of, a little bit. Not really. I don't know, I don't have an opinion. I was thinking about cheating. I came in and then I had cheating on my mind.
Were you just like recently cheated on or something? Because this has absolutely nothing to do with cheating.
Yeah, I know. It popped in my mind as I came in, and then it was just a random thing. I don't even have an opinion on it, man. I just, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's fine.
I mean, it does a little bit. I mean, it does a little bit. Look, I mean, men brag about it if they get laid a lot, which I really don't think it makes you cool at all, but it actually sound like scumbags a little bit. But then,
Thank you for all the roses, Glohan.
I don't think anybody should have a high body count. really. Does that mean I'm opposition or no?
No, that wouldn't make you opposition because your position is not hypocritical.
Oh, okay, all right.
But thank you for coming up.
Yep. Sorry about
Bye.
that. Yeah, I'll see you.
It is okay.
I'm shot
Bye-bye.
tonight. It's late. All right.
Thank you so much for the heart, Mikaro. Y'all, please hop in guest quest if you think body count should matter more for women than for men. Hello, how old are you?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, how old are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, I can barely hear you. Damn. That's it looks like your connection is lackluster.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is kind of shit.
It with all due respect,
Yeah.
it does show. But how old are you?
Yeah. I'm 22.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
No, I think it matters for both genders because, like, I don't know, how to explain it, but like, even if a woman has sex with a bunch of people,
Thank you, Gohan. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, little T926. That's very kind. Crazy guy, it is about should, because that's the question that I'm asking. That's kind of the whole point. Y'all, please hop in guest quest if you think body count should matter more for women. But not I'm just gonna. Yeah. Crazy guy 59, the fuck is you complaining in here for? Make your own life, I guess. Like, the fuck? I don't. What? The fuck? Okay. Hello, Tristan. Thank you for the money gun, Tristan. Y'all, please hop in guest quest if you think body count should matter for women but not for men. And don't bitch in my comments. Give my supporters some entertainment, please. Okay? We don't need your think pieces in the comments. Just request, alright? We're bored. We're bored. Thank you. Also, make sure we're tapping that screen and sharing out the live, as Faith has mentioned. Keb, cry. I like, okay. Hello?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
28.
How old?
28.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
I think the body count matters for both. However, I would say that it has a slight edge towards women.
And why is that?
Because statistically, when it comes to the court system, women initiate the majority of divorces, and women with lower body counts initiate less divorces.
Do you have a source for this?
Yeah, I'd have to pull. When you look at it, virgins who have zero body count divorce at about a rate of 18%. And once they start having a body count, it actually jumps up to around 40%, which is about the national standard.
Okay. Cool. I need the source though.
That's a commonly known stat. You can literally Google it.
Well, if you're bringing it up, I'm not going to do the work for you.
Okay, so but in order to leave this live, to pull up the stat, I don't have a book next to me
You
to
don't
pull
need
up
the
the
book.
stat.
You can just, go on Google real quick.
Yeah, so in order to leave the app,
Yeah. It won't kick you out of the live. It'll just pause you. And there'll be a little gray teacup right there. The fuck? The fuck? What? What? Did he close out the app? Did he close out? Did he close out the app? Why the fuck? What?
I'm very decisive about it.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Oh, opposition only. Oh, no. I definitely disagree. It should matter for both. But if you want to talk to opposition, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, she on time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And Curly, yes, because I am non-binary, technically I am trans. Technically. I got you, Ramon. Hold on. Hello?
Hey,
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 42 years old.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
Yes,
Why is that?
because women can get pregnant, men can't.
Okay. Contraception / abortion exists.
Yeah, but look what you have to go through. Your body have to go through more when you have to get an abortion. Your body has to go through a lot of different things. Men, we can bust a nut and run and keep going. Women,
Okay.
you have to go through more steps to keep yourself safe.
Like putting on a condom?
Not necessarily. I'm talking about as far
Birth
as
control?
if it's so to speak, a woman who isn't as safe as you.
Okay.
She can't have a high body count because she might not know who her baby daddy is. She
Well,
might not know
I'm
who she
advocating for safe and consensual sex. That's the kind of sex I'm talking about.
Yeah, we understand that part, but we know most people. Reality says most people are not gonna be safe or sexually active. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it,
Does it say that?
women, think about it. There's a lot of people on this earth, and most people are sexually active, and most of those people are probably, statistically not using protection. So
Do you have a source for that?
down to it, women will go through a lot more than a man will go through, dealing with.
Here it says most women actually do use contraception. 65.3% of them.
Yeah, probably, but during the times that they're not, they
Well,
can.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe those same women do, but maybe those same women actually don't sometimes as well.
No, this is
So
for
it's like saying, "Hey, man, I used the condom all my life." Yes,
No,
a lot of people
this-
gonna
this
say I
is-
used the
this
condom,
is-
but it's a lot of those people who didn't use the condom either.
Okay, so we're just gonna disagree with the stat, okay.
What I'm saying is, say if we use the condom, I can't say I use the condom 100% of the time. It's like a woman saying that.
Thank you for the dollar,
most
Lovey,
women
and also thank you
use
for the
the-
compliment.
Yeah, most women use or had sex with the condom every single time that they did. It's like that stat is I don't think that stat is the 65% that you're talking about.
Why not?
Because the same person that is saying, "Hey, I do use protection," is the same person that probably didn't use protection in, one of the sexual acts. It's hard to believe that a person 100% used protection every single time they had sex.
Okay, so you're saying this to say,
That
because if men are the ones causing the pregnancy, wouldn't it matter more for them?
Not really.
Why not? They're the ones causing the harm.
Because they don't have to carry a baby.
Well, yeah, but if someone is like spreading around a disease, for example, are you going to put the responsibility upon the person receiving the disease, or are you going to put the responsibility over the person who's spreading it around?
Well, if it's a disease just like a child, I put the responsibility on both.
So if someone gets a disease from another person,
Yeah.
you're going to give equal responsibility to the person who contracted the disease and is as far as responsibility.
Yes, because you have the choice to put protection on, use protection. You have that choice.
You know, people can get pregnant with protection. It's incredibly rare, but it is possible.
Right, and just like as rare it is to catch a disease, you can catch a disease still with protection. So it's the thing. It's the same. You can catch a kid or you can catch a disease.
Well, yeah, but if you're the one causing the harm, it should matter more for you.
It's if I'm causing a kid.
Because there wouldn't be a kid without you.
Yeah, but I'm not the one who has to carry that kid. That woman has to carry a kid. And if she has multiple partners, she has to figure out which one is the father. The father, he knows that he's the one. If he can go get 10 women pregnant and know that he's the father of all of them, a woman can't mess with 10 men and then say all of y'all are the father of one kid. She has to figure that out. So I believe that, body count does actually matter when it comes down to it. If you have 10 and I have 10 and those 10 say, oh, he got me pregnant, we can prove that. But a woman can't say, oh, she have to actually figure out which one of those 10 men did it.
Paternity tests?
Yeah, but I don't have to take a paternity test. A woman would have to take one. A
What do
woman
you
have to
mean by
go through a
that?
lot more.
You're
She
saying
would have
because
to
you're
go through
not
a
getting
lot.
pregnant?
No, she would have to figure it out. Say if those 10 men went across the country, she had to figure it out. But if me, one person, go across the country, I still know that those 10 women are my baby mothers. I know that it's because I know, what I've done. I know I ejaculated inside of the lady. But as far as that woman goes, she doesn't know exactly where that baby's coming from. If the men had unprotected sex with them, she doesn't know exactly which one of those men. A woman can say, he did it, and I'm on the other side of the world. All 10 of them women say, he did it, and I'm on the other side of the world, and they can be proven. But she would have to gather all 10 of those men from around the world, and how likely is that?
You do
would
realize that
go
you
through
can
a lot
also
more.
have sex with someone and then have their child not be your kid, right?
I
Because they can also have
understand
sex
that.
with people that aren't you.
I can
So I
understand.
don't-
Right. So that woman would have to go through a lot more. Man, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter too much for a man, even if it's not his child. Okay. But a woman, she's still pregnant, and she said she had to figure that out.
Sir, abortion.
Yeah, killing the kid, she still have to. It's up to her. She's killing that kid. It's up to her.
Yeah, it is up
It's
to
more
her.
on her, right?
And so is
therefore,
sex.
it's more on her. It sucks on her behalf. It really does. It really sucks on the woman's behalf.
Okay.
I mean, when it comes down to it, the word whore and the word gigolo, they hold two different weights. I mean, a male whore, a gigolo, or a woman whore, they get looked at a lot different.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's dumb.
I mean, it might be dumb to a female's perspective, but from a man's perspective, it's like, okay, yeah, I can understand why. I can really understand why,
Why what?
why a woman body count matters opposes to a man.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't understand why. I'm saying the reasoning is idiotic.
Why? Because a woman can actually go through a lot more things, finding out certain things, dealing with herself than a man.
No,
A
why the
man,
fuck
like
would
I
you
said, a man
shame?
can go. A man
Why
can.
the fuck would you shame a woman for having sex? Like,
It's
how
not
does that
shaming
serve
a
her?
woman for. It's not shaming a woman for
Calling
having
someone a
sex.
slut is not shaming.
It's not.
That's
No,
not.
I
That's
said
not
a
shame.
man
Do you want me to look
gigolo
up the word
or.
shame for you?
Oh, so I'm shaming men too because I did say gigolo.
Yeah,
So I
you
guess I
literally
am
just
shaming it. But what I'm
acknowledged,
saying is body count matters because a woman will go
sir.
through a lot more than a man.
You just acknowledged that slut holds more weight than the male word for slut. You just said
It
that.
does because
Right,
of
I'm
a
saying
woman
that's dumb.
because of a woman and how important she is to life.
I don't care. Why the fuck would you shame someone?
Exactly.
Why would you shame? Why would
You're shaming
Anyway, why
it
would
more
you
than I
shame?
am because you don't
How?
care because you don't even care.
Applying arbitrary value onto someone just to turn around and shame them for that value that they didn't ask for?
But it's not an
What do you mean,
I'm talking
but?
about a man who's getting sex from a lot of women
Thank you for
opposed
the
to a
money,
woman who's
Carl.
getting sex from a lot of men.
Yeah, I know. You just said that the reason why because I'm not asking if it does. I know it does. I'm saying that's dumb. I'm saying it shouldn't. So right now you're arguing that it should. But you're saying because women can do this and women can do that. If you're saying that women are supposed to be valued to a higher standard or to a different degree and that we're supposed to pedestal them, if you're trying to pedestal someone, why the fuck would you turn around and shame them right after that for not meeting your expectations?
No. I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about those who choose to be loose with themselves.
Loose? Ew.
I'm not talking about all women.
You said slut. This is in reference
No,
to
I said
promiscuous women.
whore. I said whore, and I said
not what you
gigolo.
said.
I did not say slut, so I don't even
did.
use the word slut like that. You
Oh,
heard
so
wrong.
you're above using the word slut, but whore's fine.
I mean, I didn't say I'm not
Crazy
above
word.
that. Well, I'm glad you're putting words in my mouth. You got any more words for me?
You said both.
You got any more words for me to put in my mouth and make it true?
You said both.
Because it sounds like you just trying to get your rocks off.
For saying you said both?
Yeah, just for saying I said both, and I didn't say both. But what I'm saying is, a woman body count matter more than a man.
I wonder if he's still talking.
Well, it is what it is. I'm sorry that you feel like it's not right, but I don't think it's right that women have to bear certain pains that they have to bear, but they do. Men have to go through certain things that they do. We are equal, but in our own right. You know what I mean? And
Okay, so then why should we shame women for doing the same thing that men do?
because of the child that they may bear one day.
So we're shaming women because they can have children. That's your argument.
Yes, because they can have children. Yes, and that child is gonna have to grow up maybe knowing that their mother used to be or is being a certain type of way with herself. So therefore,
Thank you for the
we're trying to
$10, Sam.
protect the
Dear
child.
fucking God. Goodbye. Lord have mercy. The brain rot was insane. Jesus. Thank you, fellow Sam, for the $10 on Cash App. That was diabolical work.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
It actually is. It's actually big enough.
Okay. Well, bye. No. Ramon, I just tried to add you and it didn't work. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
I feel like it should matter to both, but
Equally?
I wouldn't say equally because we're two different. Like we're not the same. So,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, we're not the same. And like what other people were saying in the chats, you know, women have to carry a baby, men don't.
They don't have to do shit. You can get an abortion.
Yeah, abortion is cool, but like that's a process.
Abortion is cool. It's crazy work.
No. But you brought it up. You know what I mean? So
No, I'm
you
just
gotta
saying,
be-
like the casual abortion is cool. It's just a little
Nah,
funny.
because like I ain't trying to disagree. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect what you have to say. I feel like everybody's perspective is cool. But honestly, I mean abortion, yeah, that's there. But it's a process, you know what I mean? Not everybody is able to handle that or use that as an option. Thus,
That is
like
very
you know,
true.
yeah, thus it being like a lot of people having children and you know, they just have children. So but I feel like it matters more for women than men because you know men can. Someone said that women can have a baby one time a year and a man can have like 10 in 1 year. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
even
So then
though
it
that-
should matter more for men in that case. If that's the logic you're going to use anyway.
well, I wouldn't say it should matter more for men. It's just like, you know, the stress and then like the guilt that the baby mom will probably put on the man for putting her through that pain. But like, I don't think it really should matter more for men because as for men, we're put on the earth to create and multiply. You guys are there to just nurture and be there. You can have your life. You can have your life or whatever. I'm talking about people that want to be in a relationship and shit like that. You know what I mean? You can have your life or whatever. You know, if you're single and you're doing that, you're just having fun and shit like that, go ahead and do it. You can do whatever you want to do. But, you know, just know like
I'm
your
sorry.
decision.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Let's just back it up real quick.
Back it up.
So
I'm on a
men are
30-second
put on
timer.
this
Go ahead.
earth. Men are put on this earth to fuck and spread around their seed, and women are put on this earth to raise the seed. That's
Take the timer off so I can be able to like so we can rebuttal or whatever.
the time. Nothing's gonna happen with the timer. My
Okay.
mods just don't like you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah. That's what I feel. You know, I feel like men are
Why?
here. You said why?
Yeah.
Because that's the circle of life. What do you mean? If listen, if your grandmother didn't take care of your mom, granted I don't know your family, you wouldn't be here.
And that's fine.
Same thing for me. If my mom didn't go through the stress and the pain, and as other generations have gone through, we wouldn't be here.
That's
So
fine.
I get that we're at a different time as far as 2024 where we can have opinions and shit like that, but I'm just old school. That's how I think. And people are, you know, they're entitled to have their opinions. So
Okay.
yeah, but I feel
This
like it
opinion
matters.
affects your debate. So why do you think that that's our purpose? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, I'll say this because every woman is different, every man is different. If you're saying that you think that it shouldn't matter for the guy that you want to be with or the people that you want to date, I understand that. But to generalize it as far as like just women in general, I wouldn't say that's a smart idea because everybody's different. So that's something that like a lot of people that want to have these arguments and shit like that, they want
Thank
to
you for
talk about this.
the money gun once again, Caro.
Yeah, they want to talk about this shit, you know. Yeah, you're right. But we're not saying all women. We're saying like the specific women that it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to find a partner and you want to have this conversation with him and he says, okay, you can have 100 bodies. I wouldn't care. I'll still be with you. It will make more sense. But people are different. The world is complex. So
Yeah, I know. I'm saying having this mindset, regardless of we're allowed to have our own opinions, stigmatizes women and it makes it harder for them to live. So I don't really care.
why would it make it harder for you to live?
Because whenever you want to have sex, just as a man would be able to, for some odd reason, we decided that it's okay to put arbitrary value over what women are doing and not what men are doing. So they end up being called sluts and whores and
No,
other
but like
things.
the last person just said before, if you were like being receptive, he said that women would have to go through a little bit more as far as men. when it
Yeah,
comes
why
to
should that
the-
result in them being shamed? That's the part that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I'm not shaming anybody. You can do whatever you want to do. People are in relationships right now, and they do whatever the hell they want to do. So it's not shaming. It's just like, just be true to yourself. When you meet a guy, and if it's not that big of a deal for you, tell him, hey, I had a lot of partners or whatever. That just shows mutual respect. Don't hide it and just say it's none of your business. It shouldn't matter. It does matter.
Who said that?
That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. As far as shaming, I'm not shaming nobody. You can have, I wouldn't even know. People lie all the time. I wouldn't even know. So, but I feel like it matters. I feel like it does. If it's to the point where if I meet you,
I'm not saying does. I'm saying should.
yeah, it should matter. If I meet you and you're not able to tell me and you're asking a question like, why should it matter? Then it definitely matters. It means that you've been around the block.
That does answer my question.
What's your question?
Why should it matter?
Okay.
Like the concept. Why should
should it
the
matter?
concept matter?
Because women, I just, in my eyes, women are there to nurture, and it doesn't look ladylike. So, yeah. Granted, when I meet people, I've hooked up with a lot of chicks or whatever in the past. They haven't told me all the time, and if it's something like where they're not telling me or whatever, I'm not going to take it serious. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it should matter. I'd rather pick someone that has less body, less sexual experience, less sexual experiences versus someone that has been around the block and shit like that. You know, granted, people are different or whatever, but I'd rather choose that person.
So it just should matter because you said so? Like there isn't really a justification?
It shouldn't matter because I said so. It should matter because, like, why is it even a question? Like, what do you mean?
Because it stigmatizes people.
Oh my God. So if a girl has 100 body and she put in a room with 4 men or whatever, she's more likely to have sex versus somebody that doesn't. You know what I mean? And I feel like that matters to me. She said, you want an unexperienced child and not a grown woman? That doesn't make you grown because you're having sex with so many people. What do you mean by that? That makes no sense. That doesn't make you grown. It just means
Well, no, you said you want someone with less sexual experiences. The implications of that are kind of weird.
That's not weird to me.
Well, obviously it's not weird to you. You said it.
Yeah, it's not weird. But why do you feel like it doesn't? Besides all these
Not
terms.
that it doesn't, said that it shouldn't.
Okay, why do you feel like it shouldn't matter?
It hurts people. This double standard hurts women. It causes them to have to navigate life in a way where they have to consider what men think about them, because what men think about them affects their everyday life to an absurd
But
degree.
don't you guys consider what your friends think about you?
If I have a friend who's going to judge me for who I'm sleeping with, that's not my friend.
What do you mean? If
I don't want a friend like that.
If somebody's telling you, hey, Sam, you shouldn't be sleeping around, you feel like that's not your friend?
That's not my friend.
Oh my God.
In the same way that if I was looking for someone to date and they care about my body count, I'm not even going to consider them as a partner. I'm walking away. I don't give a fuck.
You're going to walk away.
I'm walking away.
Okay.
I don't care.
That's to you. That's for you. I mean, there's plenty other women in the world that have more respect, but that's up to you.
That was gross as fuck.
How is that gross?
What type of backhanded ass shit?
That's not backhanded. That's just being real. That's not being gross. Like,
But did I ask?
you don't have to ask. I just feel like you're attractive. You're beautiful. But for the fact that you're telling me, like, it shouldn't matter, like, why shouldn't it matter? You know,
Because it hurts people.
Granted, if we connect, like if I see you in person and we connect and we can get past that conversation, I wouldn't want you to be bringing that shit up. But like, come on, man, it shouldn't matter. People should have respect for themselves. That's what I feel.
You hear this shit too, right?
I wish I wasn't. I'm
You-
just close to sending you $10.
Women and men are not the same, bro. Like, that's what you guys failed to realize. Like, y'all not we're not the same people.
Thank you for
bro.
the hat and
We're not the
mustache.
same.
I don't. Not being the same is not justification for treating women like shit. Oh
That's
my
not treating
God!
you like shit.
Thank you for the future encounter. Thank you
Look at all
so
the
much.
Look at all the gifts I'm getting.
Equivalent to $10.
That's not
Yeah,
treating
I'm definitely not going to give you credit for that. So you don't think that when two people are doing the exact same thing, but we call one of them a slut and not the other one, that's not treating them like shit?
That's
No?
that's a subjective situation.
Yeah,
That's
everything is subjective. The whole
Yeah,
conversation
yeah.
is subjective. That's
Okay, cool.
What kind of
but,
point?
I mean, no, I don't, because everybody's different.
okay.
I'm
So, do you
sorry.
think slut is not a derogatory word? Like, should we look up what slut means?
Shit,
Thank you for
nigga
the
is a
fireworks.
derogatory word. What are you talking about?
I'm aware, and it
So,
was
I mean,
reclaimed
it's just another word.
in the same way that slut is reclaimed.
It's
If a
just-
woman calls me a slut and she's my friend,
just another
that's
word.
fine. Okay, so are you just saying there's no point in having a conversation then? Because that's kind of what that boils down to.
No, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying it's just another word. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, every
I can
word is
call a
not just
virgin a
another
slut.
word.
Does it mean that she's a slut? Does it mean that she's a slut? At that point, that person's attacking you. But like, if I'm trying to get to know you and I ask you what your body count is and you tell me that shouldn't matter, I don't want to talk to you. That's okay, whatever. But like, why? For what?
Because it only matters for me and not for you. That makes you a hypocrite. I don't want to be with a hypocrite. That's gross.
So would it make sense if I tell you my body count? Like,
I don't
then
want to know your
would-
body count. I don't think it should matter. If you care
Alright.
about body count, I don't want to be with you. That's stupid.
So you're telling me
Like-
that your husband should not. So you're telling me that your husband is a bad person for asking how many people you've had sex with him in the past?
Not necessarily a bad person, but definitely a hypocrite. And I don't want a hypocrite.
How's that hypocritical?
If it only matters for me and not for them, that's hypocritical as fuck. Like, by definition.
But that's so confusing.
But even aside from
like,
that,
what do
if you
mean?
care, how is that confusing? If
It
you're holding
is,
a
because
standard
it's
for
like-
me but not for you, that is hypocrisy. That is the definition of the word hypocrisy.
You said I wouldn't hold a standard. I'll tell you how many bodies I got.
Right, but if you
Okay.
I
will respect.
care-
I'll actually respect you more if you ask me like, hey, how many people have you been sleeping around with?
No,
because
I
I'm not
don't.
gonna be that number. You know what I mean? I'll respect
No.
that.
Even if you were to be like, oh, okay, I'll tell you my number. If you are a person who cares about the amount of people I've slept with before you, that shows a kind of insecurity that is not conducive to the relationship. Like, that's immature as fuck. Like, you're allowed to have that standard if you want, but I don't want that. Ew.
Okay.
Are we 5? Like, no.
All right. You said it shouldn't matter. Okay. I feel like it matters, but we'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
It matters for both too, because men can be hoes and shit like that, and having sex with multiple women is not good. I mean, it's not like a good life. You feel me? Like, spreading your seed with just anybody is not good. But I just feel like it looks bad, like if a woman does it. That's
Yeah, I'm
all
not saying it should. That's the whole. I really don't think we're having the same conversation right now.
No, it's cool. It's whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, bye-bye. That felt so gross. That felt so very gross. The part where he called me attractive. Oh my god. I need a shower after that. Please. Hello?
Hello again.
Oh, again? We've spoken before?
Yeah, this is Knucklehead.
Oh.
I was on right before this guy right here.
Oh. Oh wait, you were here before?
I was
Like
on right
just
before,
now?
I was on right before the guy who you just got on with. Now, I can understand where you're coming from because you saying it shouldn't matter. I can understand where you're coming from. I'm speaking from the point of view of a man.
Oh wait, someone paid to kick you. Honoring that. Your $10 matters here, my loves. Your $10 makes impact. Period. Hello?
Yeah, how you
Hey,
doing?
Patrick. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women, but not for men?
It should matter more with a woman because a woman you got to worry about, you know, you should value yourself more. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more
Why
bodies
does-
you have.
Why does fucking people mean you don't value yourself? I love myself very much, and I also love dick and pussy. Like, okay.
Okay, so look, this is what you just asked me a question. Now I'm just answering it, right? So
Yeah, I'd like you to explain your position.
right. So if all right, and I'm not gonna go back on this, but if I'm talking to a woman and like, you know what I'm saying, just like dude said last conversation, it matters to me that if you have all them bodies, because I don't want to be in the world with you. I want to be in public holding hands with you, doing all these fun things with you, spending money and all this and trying to be that man in your life. And I got to look behind my shoulders because it's guys that you had all these body counts with. They could pop up randomly in life. They could just pop up at a grocery store. They could pop up at when you just chilling with your man like all the time. And it's like, damn, I gotta worry about a body count. I gotta worry about a guy that you done had.
So you're saying we should stigmatize body count because of the stigma associated with body count. That's your argument, deadass?
This is a social world that we live in.
No, you don't
Society
realize
says that.
you don't realize the circle that you just said out loud? You don't
Okay, look.
the circle that you
let's-
just spoke out
Okay,
loud.
look. Let's not go on. Let's not play games. All right.
What games are being played? You just said, and I quote, the
You asked me a
stigma.
question and I just answered it.
Yeah, I'm going to explain to you why this does not answer my question. You just said we should shame women for their body count because
I didn't
other
say
people.
shame. Didn't say
that-
shame at all.
When I use the word matter here, I'm referring to the shame. Just to put the context there. I'm talking about shame. Okay?
Okay, you should make that clear then, instead of just
Okay.
saying it should matter or whatever. You know.
Well, when I say it matters more for women, that usually manifests in people calling women bad things, treating them like shit in comparison to other women, pedestaling some women over the others because of what they do, in reference to whether or not it pleases other men, that kind of thing. I think that's weird as fuck, and we should stop doing it. That's why I'm
But
asking the question.
don't you think word of mouth gets around? So if you have all these bodies, don't
Right,
you think?
this is exactly what I'm saying, right? I think right now what you're saying is the stigma that exists with body count should matter because it matters. That's what you're saying right now. That's a circular argument,
It matters to a man.
okay? I said
don't think-
should, not does. I said
don't
should.
think- yeah, you're right about that, but I don't think a woman really cares for what a man thinks, and that's just the world tells you that. The woman do whatever she want, right? She don't care if a man disapproves of anything that she's doing. Oh well, you don't like me. You just like me for these things. You just like me for that, my beauty. You like me for what I have. You know it's always materialistic shit. Now, if a man had all these bodies, you feel me? We're gonna get around through group chats and all this other, all this other thing. Oh, he's a hoish man. He does all this. He sleep with a lot of women. Y'all try to downplay that, and I feel like women have the biggest insecurity in the world. Like they gotta be reassured a lot of things. Like, oh, do you think I'm cute? Do you think all this? But then when it comes to body counts, it's like, oh well.
Because we treat women like shit. We create arbitrary standards for women to abide by. Of course they're going to be insecure. And then the standard changes like every 10 years. You don't think that's stressful as fuck for women? Why wouldn't they need to be
Look.
reassured?
I think it's the Western civilization of this world, man. I think it's the way this world is made. It's not man. It's the media that changes the views and the ideas of people.
Who do you
People
think
do
peddles
what the
these
media
ideas?
says. It's,
Do you know where the idea that we need to cover our boobs came from? Colonialism. Men brought that shit over here. People used to be able to walk around without shirts on because boobs were not sexualized until men came over, colonized everything, and then told women that they weren't mannered properly. That is a man-made construct. Women had no part in that.
Is that a fact, or is that just something that
Yes.
you heard? I mean, I'm not.
That is a fact.
Yeah, I just don't. You know, I to me, to be honest, you know, you know, if a woman have more than 15, 10 bodies, I feel like, you know, something went wrong in your life. Your parents didn't guide you right. You know, you didn't get the proper guidance, or you hung around the wrong certain type of people, like friends and all that. And they made, like, peer pressure is so easy when it comes to female. Like, it's not even really peer pressure. It's just like, oh, girl, like, you know, type, you know, and things happen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, leave him. He don't trust you. Leave him. Type, you know, all this. And bodies is bodies, man. It's not just the body count. It's the activity in it too. Like, where is it going? Where is these bodies putting you in life? If you have
Pleasure?
all these bodies, where is it putting you in life? You know what I'm
It
saying?
feels nice. People can't feel
that's-
nice
that's
now?
pleasure
What
is-
type of...
Pleasure is nothing. That is nothing.
Pleasure is a lot of things. Pleasure is a very important part of the human experience. Women can't like no fuck now?
Pleasure
can't
ain't
enjoy a-
nothing,
we
man.
can't
Like,
enjoy
for
a
real,
fuck?
For real. That's, to me, that's all like.
Damn, my
Here we go,
fault for
man.
liking a fuck.
Here we
Like,
go.
Here we go. Do you not like some fuck?
I mean, it's not all. It's not. Go ahead.
What do you mean? Go ahead. I already asked the question. Do you not enjoy some fuck?
Let's go ahead, man. Like,
I enjoy some fuck.
sex ain't everything, man.
I never said it was.
I'm just saying.
That's fine. Sex is nice though. Question mark?
No, I'm just saying, like, sex ain't everything, for real, for real. Like, if you think about it,
Well, yeah, that's
you
fine,
should be
but
able to have
I
that
never
one
made that
person in your
claim.
life. Well, when you say the way you said pleasure is like, oh,
Yeah, pleasure is feeling nice. You're allowed to want to feel nice.
no,
That's what pleasure means.
that's not what pleasure is.
Do you want me to look up what pleasure means?
You look it up. That's not what the definition of
cute.
pleasure is.
Cute. Let's see. It's a very interesting hill to die on, but let's find out. A feeling of happy satisfaction and enjoyment.
Right. That's none of that says nice. None of that says nice.
Are you being dead ass right now?
So, like I was saying, I was on here like about a week ago.
I refuse.
And,
I refuse. I refuse to be self-harmed. I refuse. I'm protecting my peace tonight. Tonight, I am protecting my peace. Yeah. Yeah. No more. No more. Patrick, I'll probably be on for like another 45 minutes. I'll bring you up soon. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
How does that matter?
Why does
I'm
what matter
over.
how old you are?
Yes.
Well, you have to be 18 plus, so I have to ask
No,
you.
I'm over 18. Quite a bit over 18.
What year were you born?
Is that I'm very much over 18.
Okay, that's not... I need a number.
I'm 53.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
I think body count does matter more for women, and not because of social constructs, but not because of that, but because of the damage that's done to our physical bodies. When you look at studies that show that women that have more body count, they are more apt to use drugs, go through panic attacks, depression.
Do you
So
have the stat for this?
no, but they're saying I don't, but I just was reading about it 2 days ago. There was a couple of studies done. So if you want to go look it up, but there were studies done, and then not just that, but we both know that even sexual diseases, the more women have sex, the more sexual diseases that we get because we're open. Men can have more sexual partners and not be as at risk as women are.
Okay,
So we're
so
just built differently than men in that way,
okay,
both
so
emotionally
number
and
one,
physically,
emotionally,
emotionally and mentally.
elaborate.
Like I said, the studies that I just told you about, and just even as women, if you think about your friends, even growing up. So I have 54 years on this earth, and most of the women, I don't know any women that were able to go out and have sex freely without being emotionally attached most of the time and being hurt mentally when things didn't go well.
Okay,
Where on the other hand, I've seen men master that a lot differently.
okay. Well, this is your anecdotal experience, so that doesn't really.
So no, I'm
It's
just
not.
saying that speaks to the what I just said about the studies that were done that show that women that have a high body count have a higher risk for drug dependency, alcohol dependency, depression, and anxiety.
Yeah, I have yet to find this study, which is why I'm asking for it.
Um, what did I Google? I Googled I believe it was the damage of multiple sex partners on women or something to that effect.
Interesting.
Or you could look up substance abuse and women that are promiscuous, something to that effect.
Okay. Let's try and find this.
I would look it up, but I'm in my car and I only have my phone.
I mean, you could still look it up. I'm looking on my iPad right now.
Okay,
I would love the study. I'm not finding it. Nope. It would be in your search history if this is from 2 days ago. Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
Over again.
I'll never change my mind. Let's see. Thank you, Cannon. I'm tired as fuck. Oh. Well. Well. Okay then. Well, okay then. Hello?
Hello?
Hi. How old are you?
21.
What
My
year were you
birthday
born?
literally just passed August 27th.
What year were you born?
03.
And you said you're how old?
21.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
So I think it should not matter, but this is one of the things. So you know when you go to like the doctor or OBGYN, one of the first questions the doctor asks, have you had any sexual partners? When I go with my dad, my uncle, any male, they do not ask that.
Oh.
So
That's
I'm
gross.
trying to I don't know. I think it should not matter. I think it's fucking stupid as fuck.
Agreed.
But, society's fucked up. Everything's fucked up now. And people spreading lies in people's head.
I thought that it was like they're supposed to ask that to men too.
That exactly.
Huh.
I don't think that shit should matter either or.
Y'all, men in the comments, do they ask you with your physical if you're sexually active? Because if they don't, that'd be really weird. I am looking for opposition, however, so while I appreciate you coming up, I'm gonna move on. But thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah?
Forgetting that you have a man right here.
Oh, when you go to the general practitioner, do they ask you if you're fucking? We already know the answer is yes. You have a pregnant fiance. Just answer the question.
Yes.
Thank you. God.
Take your balls.
They fondle them real quick to make sure that you're. Not the squeeze! The squeeze is crazy fucking work. Oh my god. Thank you, Alyssa. Y'all, please hop in the guest quest if you think body count should matter for women, but not for men. He said. They move around a little bit. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. How old are you?
37.
Lovely. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
I don't.
Oh.
And I don't know. I'm different because I knew that.
Well, respectfully. I love that for you, but I'm only looking for ops. And you would be a friendly. Well, I appreciate your presence. I will have to move on to the next guest. I'm sorry. Apologies. Okay, bye-bye. Also, if you're being a negative Nancy in the comments, just request so my supporters can be entertained. Alright? I don't care about you crying in the comments. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
27.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
I mean, I think it matters for both, but I think it does matter more for women just because it's a lot easier for women to go out and just get it. You could have a lot of just issues with yourself, be socially awkward, bigger, less desirable features about yourself, and you can still you'll still have your DMs filled up. Whereas a guy, if you don't have if you have your stuff together, then yes, it can be easy to still get it. But if you have bad qualities, you're awkward, you're chubby or something like that. Bad hygiene, socially awkward, it's not happening. 60% of guys are virgins still, so it's young guys are virgins. Like I say, within the millennial Gen Z generations are virgins. So yeah, I just think it's a lot easier for girls too. I think like it matters for both though, because like it's like once you start getting into bed with there's too many people, you start to like lose the like it starts to lose its inherent value. You start to look at people more as just like um as just objects over like actually like using it as like something to strengthen a bond between each other. So I think it matters for both. Like you don't want to be like going out there and just collecting bodies even as a man. But I do think like it still like is worse for a woman just because it's a lot more accessible.
Okay, so we should just like, first of all, value? You care to elaborate?
Oh, just like it basically makes sex into like just something that has smacks into something that has just less like it's really is supposed to be more of a sacred thing. It's not just something that's just supposed to be just tossed all over the place. End of the day, like I feel like it's
Why does it have to be sacred? Some people just like to fuck.
yeah, some people do, but then it loses its meaning though overall. I mean, if that's what you're into, I'm not gonna stop you, but I feel like, well, I guess that's what context you put it into. If you're putting it into the context of like holding a long-term relationship, then yeah, if you have a high body count, then yeah, it's definitely going. I don't think it's good. Like it's going to, you're going to be just comparing, contrasting. At that point, you're not going to take it as seriously. And whereas for like,
Wait. Okay, so you don't want women to have a point of reference, so they should fuck people less. So they're not able to have like more specific standards.
people
or
that
wants.
well, then you just start comparing people. It's like, oh well, he did better. Well, my ex did better in bed than him. But even though this is a very good guy, he's got his life together, everything's on point. But just maybe the intimacy factor isn't there, so therefore like because you just had all these other experiences with like droves of other men, then for that factor like
Well, yeah, if your partner can't please you and you care about sex a lot in a relationship, then
for guys
you should be able to know that like this is not going to work for you. That's fine.
the same goes for guys too. Like if he's just getting around way too much, yes, guys like cheat too, but like if he's had like a bunch of bodies on his head and he goes around having all these other experiences like with like different races of women or different like types of women, some women just like throw it down a little bit better, then he'll also be in that same mindset too. Like honestly,
That's fine. If I'm not able to please a man in the way that he wants to be pleased, I'd like to know so I can try and improve. And if I can't, then he should find someone that works for him.
sometimes it's just the things that people do. Like sometimes you just have certain standards. Like I won't do that, and that's just like in general will be a turn off for you. So
Okay. So it should matter more for women because they got good?
no, it's just a lot easier to go out and just kind of get. You can get it basically at like any corner, really.
Okay. So? Do you make fun of people or for taking the bus instead of walking?
No, what does that have to do with anything?
Because taking the bus is easier than walking. But you don't make fun of people for taking the bus or for driving as opposed to walking everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So why should ease matter?
So what?
Why should ease matter? Like, okay, it's easy for women to get some fuck. Okay? So? Like, why is that relevant?
I mean, I guess subjectively, I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess I'm thinking of it more from like a long-term relationship type of like perspective. I guess on that like broader picture of it, like if you just want to go out and like do it, like that's your choice. Like, do your thing, I guess.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming up, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Anyway, y'all, please help me guess this if you think body count should matter for women but not for men. Hello?
I think it's hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. When year were you born?
Okay. 2005.
Okay. Do you think body count should
Okay,
matter for
real
women but not
quick,
for men?
I think it. I mean, I think it's equal. Every time a woman's body count goes up, a man's body count goes up. So, like the guy was saying before, like, I mean, yes, girls can find it easier to go and get some, but also every time she goes and sleeps with someone, there's also a guy sleeping with her. So that's really the only point I wanted to make.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming up. Bye-bye. Alright. Moving on to the next guest. Y'all, please help me guess quest if you think body count should matter more for women. Hello?
Remind ya, I'm kinda running down my
Song 8 down, but that's not what we're here for. Lick, 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 lick. I wanna eat your dick. I can't fuck up my nails, so I'ma pick it up with chopsticks. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open, mouth wide open like I was at the den. Okay, anyway. Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
So I want to say, in the past year, 1/3 of men have not had sex. You think women are suffering that much?
Suffering?
Well, sexless.
Okay.
My point is, when men have to hunt women, women accept men's proposals.
Hunt?
Propose. Charm them. You know what I mean? You can use it you can rephrase it however you want to make it sound bad. Do you know what I mean?
How do I rephrase? You used the word hunt. What do you mean rephrase?
Yes. Coerce. Charm.
Coerce?
Whatever you want to use.
Bro, you gotta learn how to use better
What is
adjectives.
flirting?
Or, I'm sorry, verbs.
What is flirting?
You
What is
gotta-
flirting?
You could have just said flirt.
What is
Flirt would have been
flirting?
fine. Flirt
What
would
is
have been
flirting?
fine.
It's coerce. How is coerce different than flirt?
Coerce implies convincing. Trying to convince someone
What
to
is
have sex
flirting?
with you is not consent.
What is flirting?
Flirting is just
Are you
engaging
not trying
back
to
and forth
convince
with
someone to
someone.
have sex?
No.
Are you not
You're
trying
just
to
letting
convince
someone
that
know
you're
that
a
you're
suitable
interested.
sexual partner? You're not trying to let them realize that you're a suitable sexual partner?
I don't think that's not what let's just look up what coerce means. You know, cuz that's
Let's
not
look at the coerce.
That's
Let's figure
not.
out how it's different than flirting.
Persuade an unwilling person to do something by using force or threats.
Okay, that's got to be the worst definition you could find. But
It's the
whatever.
first
Let's agree I
definition.
chose the wrong definition.
It's the first definition.
Okay, well, all right, so let's say I chose the wrong verb. You're right. Maybe my English is bad. But my point is that men have to go out and prove themselves to women. Women have tons of suitors. When you look on dating apps, men
Okay,
complain
why is this relevant?
about there not being. Because my point is that for a woman, it's super easy for her
No,
to
yeah, I
get the high
gathered
body
that.
count.
I'm saying,
For
why
men,
does that matter?
Because if it's super easy for you to, then it's not impressive. When a man gets a lot of high body count, it's impressive.
Why should
That's
body
why it
count be
matters
impressive
for
or not
women,
impressive?
Because that means that you were able to be a person who signals who's a good mate to tons of people as a man.
Who said good?
For a woman,
What? That doesn't imply good.
you don't necessarily that you were a good mate, that you're an impressive mate.
Yeah, that's not. No. Like, the only thing that happened is
The
that you were
man who gets-
chosen. That doesn't mean that the sex was good.
I never said anything about the quality of sex. We're
You just said
talking
that
about the
that
body
they were a
count.
good
We're gonna
mate. What does that mean? What does being a good mate mean? That you fuck good.
a good suitor. No, not necessarily. A good partner, someone who is appealing. Someone who
Okay,
is
so
very
someone who's
appealing.
pretty. Yeah, no shit. You can look at a man and say that he's
No,
pretty.
not just pretty, charming, sweet, funny. All of these qualities that make a woman want to have sex with them,
Okay.
right? So for a man, it's a lot harder and it's a lot more impressive for them to get a high body count.
Yeah,
For
I'm
a
saying
woman,
why should this be
you
the case? Not why is it?
Okay, so because okay, since we agreed that that's the case, that means one is an achievement. One is just kind of you're easily impressed. So for women, it's kind of gross that anyone bare minimum can impress you and get inside of you. For a man, that means that you are a top dog. So for a woman, that's why body count matters. And for a man,
No.
does it?
No, sir, you're doing that thing where you're telling me why it does matter, right? I know this stigma exists. I'm saying it's gross, especially with the way that you're describing it. That's disgusting. I'm saying why should it be this way? Should.
Why should it?
Ought. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think there are things, not everything kind of has a should. Some things are just are how they are because
Okay, but
of
I'm asking you why this
the
should
why
be the
behind them.
case. Should is the word.
Um,
like you read
because-
the question before you came here, didn't you?
Because, okay, for example, when a man marries a woman, right? Let's say they're together. For a woman, if you're a woman who has had a past of being easily charmed by every man that you see, very high risk for that man to marry you. But for the man, you know, the odds that you'd have to go out your way. For the woman, right? Women are going to be the judge on based off how well are they rejecting other men.
Right. I'm saying this judgment is dumb. I'm saying why should it stay this way?
Well, what I'm saying, the reason why it's a judgment is most of the time men are thinking about when we settle
I'm not
down
asking
with
you why
how
there
much of a-
is judgment. I know why the
No,
judgment
I'm
is
asking why
there.
there should be. I'm asking why there should be because men need a way to be able to assess whether you're going to be a risky partner to have or whether it's going to, right? So when we get married, we get divorced, typically we lose half our shit. So it's a big,
What do you mean,
that
risky
commitment to you is
partner?
huge. So that's why a partner who is easily charmed by other men.
Oh, so you're talking about cheating?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying cheating is bad. No shit. What does that do with
Yes,
body
cheating
count?
is bad, but that's why body count matters because we're judging how easily charmed are you by other men. So based on that, we can kind of guess how likely are you to cheat. It's not
Okay.
always accurate. Some women get in a relationship and lock up, but typically a woman who has had a past of being easily charmed by other men more likely are going to be a higher risk once married.
Okay, so you know when men have sex, they also like the woman, right?
Yeah. That's
right.
true.
So a man's body count would be also reflective of how they're able to be charmed, as you put it. Which again, that's
Right.
so odd, but okay.
But in a marriage, for the man to go out and get more women, he's going to really go out his way and have to go pursue and spend a lot of energy, right? And I know you
Not
hate the word, but
necessarily.
they have to hunt. He's going to
No,
okay.
that's-
Most of the time,
that's-
he's going to have to go out. He's going to go have to out in public. Going to have to go flirt with other women, show off himself, etc.
How do you think women get fucked?
It's
They
passive.
also go outside.
For women, right, but for a woman, she doesn't have to go out in public and actively do anything. The only thing that she has to actively do is reject because she's going to get tons of energy thrown towards her.
Okay, do you think women don't
So you
also
see-
flirt and consent?
No, I 100% agree they do, but regardless,
Okay,
in a
so-
dating environment, men pursue women. This is just how it is in society. And so If a man goes out to the bar and a woman goes out to the bar, woman is going to get proposed with tons of suitors way more than a man.
Okay, so then
And
this is
so-
just going back to your original argument, right? You're telling me why it does matter. Right now, the way the society is set up, women are discouraged from pursuing men, and men are encouraged to pursue women, right? That is why this is the case. I'm saying, why should that lead to stigmatization of body count toward women, but not for men? Because just saying this thing is easy, so shame, is not a good argument. Because you don't apply that to anything else but this.
So he just gave up?
I guess.
So he just gave up?
I
Oh my god. This guy stinks!
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's. Anyway, y'all, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal is in the bio.
Please
Reparations,
do.
quickly.
Like, Sam
Speaking
dealing
of,
with too much
I'm gonna take my antidepressants right now. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
37.
Okay. I think body count should matter for women, but not for men, sir.
Yep.
Why is that?
Well, it's because it's based on attraction triggers, right? So it's based upon what women want and what men want, right? It's always been that way. It's been that way since the dawn of time, and it's still that way now, right? So even back in the old days, right, there was a emphasis on virginity, right? And that virginity was not based on the male virginity. It was always based on female virginity. It was based on purity, and that's why it still matters today, right?
Sure, I'm asking you why it should be this way.
Why should it be this way is because what do you want as a woman?
That's why it matters.
What is your end goal? You want to attract a man, Correct?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Men, women.
Are you interested in men?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to. I mean, eventually, you want to attract a man. Are you willing to get married? Do you want to attract a high quality man?
High quality. I mean, sure.
Right, like you want a good quality man for yourself, right? Is that correct? That would be
Yes.
at least okay. So, would it not be in your best interest to increase your odds of getting a high quality man?
I don't think high quality equals caring about my body count. As a matter of fact, if you ask me my body count, I will actively agree with you. But I think that's immature as fuck.
So you don't think that a guy should care about it at all, but the problem is that they do. You can't
Yeah, I
change
know
what a man
they
is
do.
attracted to.
Well, I have two partners, and neither of them can care less. So I don't think.
You have two partners, and they're both
Yeah.
men. Well, okay.
One
Well,
of them is a man, the other one's non-binary, but they do have a penis.
okay. So I mean, there you go. You're in a non-traditional relationship, but I'm saying for most women, if they want a higher quality man, that man is going to care about who his partner is and their past.
Why does high
That's
quality
just-
equal care about your body count? I don't understand the correlation.
That's not true.
Because what's going to happen is if that man wants to find, is what that man wants, that most men are going to want a woman. If you ask most men and you say, would you rather choose between a woman that has a higher body count and a lower body count? They're going to say, I'd rather have a woman that has a lower body count. If you ask
Yeah,
more,
but if high quality to you is not someone who cares about body count, which if I'm going to define high quality, it's not someone who's so insecure that they care about who was inside me before they even knew me. That's not high quality to me. That's sad, and you should go to therapy.
you can, okay, well, you can judge that for yourself. But the problem is, and that's fine. You could say, you know what I want is I don't want a man that cares about that. And that's okay. But the problem is, you're the exception to the rule, right? Most men are going to care about that body count, and you can't change that. Your preferences can't change what most men want. You
Well, if I talk
you
about
can
the
choose.
stigma, yeah,
No, you
that-
can
that
choose to
actually
be
can
in a
change.
non-traditional relationship. But most women don't want to be in a non-traditional relationship. What they actually want is they want a traditional man, and he's going to care about those things.
Traditional. Who says that most women want a traditional man?
That's what they want. They want a man that they can actually see themselves being attracted to, and that is desirable in their eyes. And usually,
What does that
men,
do with tradition?
because traditionally, men actually value that the woman has actually some preference to herself. She's not opening herself up to many men, right? They value that the fact that, you know what, this is my wife, this is my girlfriend, and I know that, you know what, she hasn't been around here sleeping with everybody. That's something that a man values. You can say to yourself, you know what, I don't think a guy should value that. And you can go a non-traditional route, but that's not the case for most women. And if they're looking for most men, men are going to value that. That's why it should matter.
So, sir, you're saying this should matter because men said so.
Yes, and it's the same reason why women have their own preference too. I'm not saying that women can't have their own preferences. Women also decide that they want other things. They want height. They want the guy to be good looking. They prefer muscles. They prefer to have manliness in their men. Both sexes have things that they value. And as a man,
that doesn't mean those attributes that they place value on, that those are valid.
Okay, we could say that too. I can say as a man, I don't think it's valid that a woman puts height as a prerequisite. I can say that's not valid. But the problem is, it's just the way it is. And there's nothing
that's
we
a
can
horrible
do.
no
Well, you know what? I can agree with that. There we go. We have an agreement there. We can say that it shouldn't be that way and it should be more open. Hey, sure, we can agree. But the fact of the matter is, you can't. That's the whole. You just made. I just proved your point wrong, right? We both agree here that maybe it shouldn't be this way, but the problem is you cannot change society.
Yes,
you can't
you
tell
can.
women. No, you can't tell women.
You
Hey,
actively can.
don't find a man's height to be valuable. You can't tell them that.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, you know what? I don't give a shit. I
Sir.
want my man to be hot. I want my man to be tall.
Sir.
I want him to be masculine.
Sir, I'm not saying that people are not allowed to have their preferences. I'm
Right,
saying
but you
the way
can't
that
change the
their
preferences of
preferences
society.
manifest. Well, you can, and we have.
Well,
As
this is
a matter
something
of fact,
that's
the preferences
ingrained.
that we have for women, like as far as what they look like and what they act like, cycle every 2 decades.
Unfortunately, there are certain characteristics that maintain over multiple decades. You're not going to see, I'm sorry, but in my lifetime, you're not going to see the rise of the short king. All right? It's not going to happen.
We're already seeing the rise of the short king.
No.
We have the word
Not
short
on a
king.
global scale. You're just not going to see it. I'm sorry. You could start to see women who choose non-traditional paths, and God bless them, that's great. But just like women have their own preferences, men are going to have their own. And if you want to tell a woman, give her good advice, say, listen, do you want to try to open yourself to as many options as you can? What are you going to tell her? Are you going to tell her to try to buck against the rules? Or are you going to try to tell her this is what men want? Right?
No, I'm going to tell her, don't try and just open yourself up to all the options. You should have specific things that you look for in a man, and you should keep looking until you find the people that meet your specific criteria so that you're happy. No one should be settling for a relationship. You should find someone as close to your ideal as possible.
And you know what?
Be opening yourself up to everyone.
Once again,
that's weird.
You know what? But this is already the advice that most women are taking. Wait for the ideal as possible. But the problem is the ideal for many, right, is out of reach for the normal. Most normal people end up with normal people, right? But in society today, what we end up having now is we have that people want way more than they should be having, right? Men want, you know what, women that are chaste or as close to virgin as possible. They don't want to partner with men. They want to be with somebody who has many partners. Women want
that's weird as fuck.
Guys that are tall and muscular on an average. Yes, there are some that choose different, but on an average, that's what they want, right? So it's not the same. Imagine if a guy was fat and he ate Cheetos all day and you tell him, you know what, just eat Cheetos all day and be fat, you're going to find the woman of your dreams. No, I would tell that man, you know what, hey, this is what they want.
But fat men are hot.
You can say that, but
Dude,
it's not correct to tell that man.
Your argument right now is make yourself what other people want. That's depressing
You 100
as shit.
No. What do you mean it's depressing as shit?
That's depressing as fuck.
No, it's reality. It would be so stupid. Imagine if I told this fat guy that doesn't take care of himself, doesn't, you know what, get himself a haircut. Look, imagine
he just likes Cheetos.
Imagine if he eats Cheetos all day, he doesn't take care of himself, he's fat, and I told him, you know what, you're gonna get a bad bitch.
There's nothing
worry
wrong with
about
being
it, buddy.
fat. If you're actively not taking care of yourself, that's one thing. But if you just happen to be a fat person,
If
that's
you're
fine.
fat, sorry, but if you're fat, you're not taking care of yourself.
That's
Okay?
not how that works.
No, yes, it is. I mean, you
It's
know what? Your
actively
body,
not.
no, your body, you are at a far more risk of various diseases and problems if you are overweight.
Right, the
not
fat
to be
phobia
overweight.
is crazy fucking
It
weird.
is insane.
It's
Are
fucking
you saying that
disgusting.
you're healthy? That if you're overweight and fat?
You can be fat and healthy simultaneously.
No,
yes.
no. You are far better off.
No.
If you are far better off, if you went right now and you gained 60 pounds, your doctor would tell you, hey, you know what? You would be better off going back to your original weight. I can
Well,
only
yeah,
see you're a
because
more
if I
healthy
went
weight.
from
So
if I went
wait a
from
minute. So
being
wait a minute.
skinny- If I went
Exactly.
from being skinny and then in a very short period of time gained a lot of weight,
It doesn't
yes,
matter
that
if
would
it
be
was in a
concerning.
very short period of time.
But
If you gain
I'm
60
young. My
pounds,
metabolism is going to probably slow down when I get older, and I'm
Right,
probably
right.
going
And
to
if-
gain about 60 pounds. Okay, and
look at and once again, even if okay,
thank you for
your
the
doctor,
$10, Alina.
your
Goodbye.
Thank God.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, moving on to the next guest. I was looking for my water. I don't know where it
I
went.
bet you $5 he's just sitting on the couch, being a little couch potato, just sitting there.
Just chilling.
With a nice little beer belly and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're fat. You're not healthy.
Crazy work. I don't know where my water went. I want water. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hi. How old are you?
Pardon?
How old are you?
23 years old.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
Absolutely, it does matter.
Should.
Yeah, it should matter.
Why is that?
Because men, they look at body weight when it comes to, I said body weight, body count, when it comes to their significant other, and women do look for security of what the man could provide. So it's just how it is. That's literally how it is.
Okay. So your argument is, it is what it is.
Yes, it is what it
That's
is.
wow. That's groundbreaking. You ate that
Exactly.
up. Per.
Exactly.
Your
That's-
complacency. Period. Complacency.
It's not about the reason towards the argument is just that when a man or a guy is looking for a partner, they are looking for a partner that would actually stay, for example, and body count is directly proportional with how promiscuous
Can I have
a
a
woman
source
is.
for that? A source for that?
It's
Can
just-
I have a stat? A
it's called-
source for that?
It's called
Can I have a source? Can I have a
it's called
source?
common
Can I have a
reasoning
source
and
for
common
that?
sense.
Hey, can I have a source for that? Can I have a source for that? Can I have a stat for that? Can I have a source?
No, it's called common reasoning. It's just common sense. You don't need
Common sense does not mean true. A few years ago, it was common sense that black people were property. Did that make it okay? Fuck no.
But I'm not gonna comment on that one. That's crazy.
Am I wrong?
You're very, very wrong. It wasn't.
Am I? Are we
it
just gonna
was-
ignore the trans slave trade? Like that shit just didn't happen?
Of course, it happened, but it had nothing to do with common sense. People that did
Define
it,
common sense.
Something that is just common. Literally, what
It was
is
common as fuck.
common reasoning, and
It was very
that-
common.
Of
It was
course,
common understanding that black people were property.
yeah, of course, but common sense does not mean that it's right or it's
Well, that's what you said.
Yeah, but it can that doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong as well.
I didn't say it did.
Exactly. So what's
Right, so that doesn't prove you anything.
That hasn't what?
That doesn't prove your point at all.
Okay.
You just dashed into the point, like head
Okay.
first.
Okay. So how else? I'm just thinking of a better way to put this. If you had to define your ideal partner, like who would you who would that person be?
Funny, intelligent, pretty, and compassionate.
Cool. You see how you're allowed to have your own standards. Like nobody's going to influence. Start asking, why do you want someone that's funny? What do you want someone that's compassionate? Ideally, would you like the person to be taller than you?
No, I don't really care.
Okay, that's one of like that's 1 in 100 people that I don't care. There's a lot of things that actually goes to these things, and body count is actually one of them that actually matters for men, because for men, the more body count you have as a lady is directly proportional to if you are going to cheat or not.
Please. Water. Your ass is so fat, by the way. Can I touch it? No! Please. Please. But it jiggles every time you take a step. Weird. Very. For you? Thank you, my love. Continue.
I've stated my point.
Oh, okay. The preferences that I named don't stigmatize people. Body count stigmatizes people. I think that's bad.
No, it's not.
You don't think stigma is bad?
Some
Arbitrary stigma, rather.
Yes, some stigma can actually be. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this stigma hurts people. Do you think that that's okay?
Yes, I think this particular one is okay.
Why is that?
Why would you have such a high body count? It just shows how promiscuous you are, jumping from one person to another. What happened to your previous partner? And what happened to the one before that one? Like it's just common logical.
Sometimes
reason.
you like some person's dick, and then you move on to some other dick or pussy, and that's fine.
No, it's not, because what it actually does is that it limits you to connect to real people. So instead of liking the person's dick,
How so?
how about getting to know the person like every other normal person and see if there's a connection
Yeah.
before actually
Sometimes
jumping
you get
into
to
the
know
main
people and then
thing?
you don't want it, and that's fine. But you like
No.
the dick. Some people are really boring people with amazing penis, and then you fuck them.
I don't understand what you just said. Sorry.
Sometimes there are people that are really boring and not very romantically compatible, but they're very sexually compatible. So they have some good fuck, and then they part ways.
What about sticking with that person then? Since
Well, if you
that's
want to fuck
actually
with them,
what
that's
you,
fine. But if you don't want to, I'm saying that's also fine. Both should be fine.
I'm trying to make you realize how body counts build up. It's just an activity of just jumping from one person to another. What happened to actually building a connection with somebody before you actually jump into the main deed?
No, yeah, I like building connection with people before I fuck them, but that doesn't have to be a romantic connection. If you're my friend and I find you attractive and I love you, I'll probably want to fuck you.
That's
We don't have to date.
That's very weird. Yeah. Do you now see how wrong that can be?
Well, no, obviously, if I'm doing it.
Yeah, but it's actually wrong.
Matter of fact,
that doesn't necessarily mean it's right.
Don't start saying slurs. I'm just telling the crowd that I want to fuck you.
Without me?
You want to join?
I should have already been invited.
Can we record it? Please, can we record it? OnlyFans? We can title it multicultural threesome.
Oh.
We can call it the variety pack.
Do you one thing else? one thing is that makes body count a red flag for me when I'm trying to date someone is it just shows how many partners they have been with before, and
That is what body count means, yes.
yeah, absolutely. If they have been with a lot of people, that means they probably have a very high body count, and that just shows
That's what that means. Yeah.
yeah, and it literally just shows that we might not be able to work out. They're just looking for some fun or anything like that, and I only date to marry, so and that's where if you see men that talk about body count, they're not there to have fun. There are men that don't care. My friends don't care if they like you, they like you. They don't care if you have 2 billion body count. They're just gonna fuck you and just go on.
Why should this matter more for women than for men? Like, you're just saying stuff that applies to both.
Because men like me are looking to marry, and I don't want to marry somebody who has been with like 10 random partners. That's disgusting. One, and I don't think my marriage would be able to last if that's the case. That's just how it is. How do I know it if you are not
What
just
is
there?
that heinous noise?
What noise is that?
That high-pitched ass noise. Oh my god, what is that?
Right, I need to investigate that. I think I've started hearing that as well.
The fuck? It's his voice. Patrick, you're cancelled. You're cancelled, Patrick.
Is that better now?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's just my tab. It was left just halfway open.
Okay. So you're just saying it should matter because men say so? Thank you for the heart me. And thank you for the friendship, the team bracelet.
No, I've just literally stated my point.
You said it should matter because men care.
Why should your choice of man matter, for example? It's just because you care, is it not? So that's literally the how it goes. Why should your choice matter? Because you care about who your significant other should be, and that point alone is only valid because it's personal. It's who I want to be with.
Yeah,
For some men,
just
it
saying
does
that
matter. For
this
some
thing
men,
should
it
matter
doesn't.
because I said so is not reasoning.
Of course, it is reasoning because it has to do with
It's
me.
not.
So there are some men that don't actually care, and that's
Thank
absolutely
you for
fine
that
with them.
mustache.
That's absolutely fine with them. But me, it does matter because
Thank you for the hand art.
it says my significant other. It's me. It's directly related to me and my future. So do you see how that affects the person? And that's
Yes,
just
I'm asking you why this standard should only be held for them and not you.
Okay, wait, is your argument what should the standard be held for only women, not men as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can't actually argue that because I think it goes both ways. Why are you overreacting?
You had one job, and the job was to read. And you couldn't. We have been talking for 10 minutes, and you weren't even answering the question I was asking you, deadass? You were answering a completely different question. You're asking me why I'm overreacting? You had time to read this shit before you came into my life. You had ample opportunity to read that shit multiple times. Only to agree with me.
Well, actually, it does matter. What am I even talking
That's
about?
not what I'm at. Goodbye. Goodbye. I simply and utterly refuse. I simply and utterly refuse. Hello? Chuck Wumsy MK.
Yeah, how are you doing? Good morning to you.
I'm good, thank you. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay. Do you think Ray? You're so pretty.
These people.
I know, that ass. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yeah. It should matter for women, not men, because women have something to lose. But I don't think men does.
And that is
When you see, let me tell you something.
Sorry, noise. Let me mute.
KK. Also, hi Patwig. Go on.
Okay, now in times of sex, a woman's body count should matter, because when during time of sexual intercourse, I think the more a woman have sex, I think the more she depreciates in her value. Do you know why I say so?
Okay.
Hello?
I just want to prepare myself. I just want to prepare myself for the shit that's about to come out of your mouth. Please elaborate.
Find it.
I'm finding it.
Find it.
I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Please elaborate. Please. I
Okay,
beg.
a woman, when you meet a woman who is into prostitution, and let's assume that she has been into prostitution.
Prostitution. Prostitute. Why are we talking about prostitution right now?
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, let's talk about a woman who have had sex with multiple people. That is having a large body count. By the time she settles down with a particular guy, or maybe by the time she gets married, see, the more a woman have sex, the more she reduces in affection. That's it. I think
Source quickly.
Are you here?
Yeah, source.
Yeah. The more a woman have
There's a source. A source that's
Matter
not
of fact,
taught it.
if you're a subscriber, can I get some source emotes in the chat? Can I get some source emotes in the chat?
Get some subby sources.
Some subby sources in the chat. Thank you, Ivy. I guess. I guess fucking so.
We would like
I'm
some
poor, but
substantiation of your claim.
For real. Source, please. Por favor.
Of your ridiculous ass claim.
The hood came out for that one, Patrick.
Once they get body count, the more body count she get, the more she loses affection. And
Yeah, I'm asking
sorry,
you
I'm
for
not
a
hearing
source,
the
not for you to
source.
repeat yourself.
Yeah.
If I wanted you to repeat yourself, I'd say, could you please say that again?
Yeah.
But I said source.
A woman gives birth.
Oh. Why?
What happens when a woman gives birth?
What happens when a woman gives birth, sir? Hello?
Does the vagina go back to normal?
Oh, yeah. Do you think this is the case because like the vagina gets loose? Like, is that?
Oh, I can't. I want to hear this.
I hope that's not your reason.
Chuck.
Are you still with us, sir?
Very curious.
Are you still with us?
He got yaptured.
Maybe he's looking for a source right now.
Also, I love the Harley Quinn look today, Sam.
Thank you. I
Please
tried.
tell me that was the inspiration, or
Not at all, but I thought I'd look hot in pigtails, so I did it. But if I'm giving Harley Quinn, because she's a baddie.
especially the TV show one.
Absolutely. Wait, but is I don't think this man is sentient anymore, so we're just gonna move on.
You lobotomized him.
Got the screwdriver.
Man, he was like that one chick from The Boys season 4.
You're going to hell. Hello?
Sister Sage.
Oh, dang! I didn't even realize I requested. My age is 23.
Thank you for the heart puffs.
And to answer the question, no, I don't think it should matter. I'm gonna be honest. I think it should both ways. I should.
Also, how fucking funny was it when you were like, why should it matter? And he was like, oh, it should matter equally.
That I
lost your shit.
The way me and the train tracks have such palpable sexual tension is crazy. Palpable.
You want to get railed?
How are you here?
Patrick.
Not here.
It was so easy. So easy.
Hello.
Thank you so much for the pinch face. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
It's mainly got to do with what both opposite sex actually truly want. So with women, I believe, and the way that it comes across is they don't really care too much, but the overwhelming amount of men do care. So then that's the inequality within it. So it's not actually about kind of what you're asking, but it's more about what the opposite
Well,
sex
it
actually
kind of
wants.
is what I'm asking because this is my life and this is the question that I put forth.
Yeah.
So
Also,
in the
just to
context
clarify,
of
Michael.
this question,
Yeah.
so
Should it matter more for women? We've just got to ask this just because some people haven't answered it. Should it matter more for
thank you for the
women?
finger hearts.
For this day and age, no. Previously, before, it made more sense.
Okay, so you don't think it should matter more for women?
Not in this day and age right now, because you can find out who the father is.
Get out of here. Get
Thank you for
out of
coming
here.
out.
Thank you for your fingers. I mean, finger hearts.
I brought you up and you're cutting up already. And you
Also, I
begged me
love
to bring
I
you
like
up
how
here.
he had to answer the question where it was like, oh, in the previous day and age. Yeah, it was also okay to own people in previous day and age.
So true. Hello?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
I think it should matter for both, but certainly more for women.
And why is that?
Women with a higher number of sexual partners typically have higher divorce rates. This is from research.
Source.
The source is, and this article was first published on the 12th of February, 2023. The researcher is Jesse Smith, along with Nicholas H. Wolfinger.
Can I have the name of it?
Yeah, the title is Re-examining the Link Between Premarital Sex and Divorce. But that's not the full scope. It does go into the number of sexual partners as well. It was published in the Journal of Family Issues.
I swear, if this is about flies again, I'm gonna floor it.
I listen.
If this is about flies, I'm gonna
be optimistic. Be optimistic.
You need to have a fly emote for when a source is dog shit.
We do.
Because, flies are attracted to shit.
Not him over explaining.
I'm sorry.
I am choosing to forgive you.
Choosing. Damn.
Yeah. I'm going out
I
of
feel
my
like
way
I'm back in
actively to forgive
church
you.
school, just giving my sins to the pastor.
Hallelujah.
Confession. I don't miss confession.
I never experienced confession because I was Baptist Christian, but honestly, that sounds like trauma waiting
It
to
was
happen.
shit. I had to come up with shit because you had to confess. So you always be like, oh shit, what did I do? You always had to confess.
It's saying that this is the case for both men and women.
So it's not unique.
Yeah, absolutely, that's true. But in any case, that's just number one, though. That's just.
Well, no, this wouldn't be a point if it applies to both. I'm asking you why it should matter more for women. If it applies for both, then that's.
Well, it still matters more for it
Why?
still matters more for women because generally speaking,
It may
men
say
are going to
both,
bear
but
the
I
brunt
think
of the
it matters
divorce.
for women more.
Mate, can you come closer to your mic? You're so very quiet.
In any case, of divorce, men are going to have, a much.
Is he quiet for anyone else or just me?
No, he is. Ray, can you turn that down a little bit?
Custody tends.
Why does that affect body count?
Oh, sorry.
He's got red bar the death.
Anyway. Yeah, okay. Apologies about that. In any case, yeah, so because we've established that a higher body count kind of has predictive value when trying to figure out if a marriage is going to be successful.
But that
when
applies
the
to
Yeah, but
men
this
marriage,
applies
and
to
women.
both.
I understand that, and I am extending the point, which is
Where
that in the event of a divorce, a man might lose access to his children, he might lose his properties, he might
Okay,
lose.
how is this affected by body count?
Because, as we've just established, if there's a higher body count, then there are more chances of a divorce.
We're going in circles.
I don't think so. But in
Okay,
any
so
case,
Yes, we are.
okay, so you're saying that people lose things in divorce bad. Okay, why does this have anything to do with body count if this applies to both men and women?
well, men tend to lose more in divorce.
Okay, thank you for the $10, Ethan. Goodbye.
I don't give a shit. If they
Moving
lose a
on.
court case, suck shit.
W. Ethan.
Get
Freedom.
a better lawyer. If you're a good dad, you'd keep your kids.
Find an attorney. Oh, damn.
Hey, I'm
True.
just- my uncle lost the divorce case. Good. He was a
Period.
piece of shit.
As he should. Hello, Open. How old are you?
Like 30.
Like 30? Could you go somewhere where Paw
Yeah.
Patrol is not blasting in the background?
I can't wait for American kids to grow up on Bluey so they all have Australian accents.
You're done. Are
What?
you... You always manage to bring up Australia. You egocentric fuck.
Yo, represent.
Oh my
represent down
god.
under.
Ew. My god.
Hey, we got to be known for something.
Oh,
okay.
he's gone. Well,
He dipped.
well,
Hey,
Well-
that's karma.
On the Barbie.
well.
'Cause-
Oh my god. Not
Oh,
throw
that's-
shrimp on the Barbie. That's crazy
Because
fucking
apparently,
work.
I've got an American accent compared to most Australians because I watched American shows.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm considered
Interesting.
a reject down here because I sound American.
Damn. Hello, Zach?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
38.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yeah, it should matter more for women than men.
And why is that?
Because most men want women, most women want men, and men value different things. I don't know why women don't value body count more, but that is the case, and that's why it should matter more. Is because if women don't care about men's body count, why should men?
Okay, so you're saying it should matter because men think it matters?
I think
very
it should matter for
circulative.
everyone, but yes, it matters to men because they care about it.
But why?
Should we care about should we allow people to what the fuck what entity is that? And why is
A
it
bug?
humping the fucking wall?
Tashika, get off the wall.
Ray, why is this bug humping your wall?
I beg your pardon?
It flew over, attached to the wall, started pelvically thrusting into your wall. Now it's
It's
just
a
kind of
bug
sitting
glory
there.
hole. Let
That-
the
that's
bug
what I'm
have its
saying.
glory hole,
Maybe it's just like a microscopically tiny glory hole. You
as it
see?
should be for most
It
men.
stopped fucking. You're done. It stopped fucking the wall, but it's just chilling there now. And apparently, it has the ability to fly. I don't know what that is, but it can take flight.
Oh,
Hey, wait.
that's it's a mosquito hawk.
Do they bite?
No, they're like daddy long legs.
They just
Oh,
suck.
They don't. They don't.
Patrick, I'm going to block you.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't dare. I'm free entertainment. I'm free entertainment.
Fair enough. I do not pay you. All right. Well, if it's not going to
Yeah.
bite me, then I don't care. Thank you for checking, Ray.
Dude, they literally will like take down like mosquitoes, spiders.
Oh, is that why they're called mosquito hawks? Because they eat them?
Yes, they eat.
Oh, dope. In that case, stay low, nigga. Period. Anyway.
So
Yeah?
mosquito hawk tour. Whoever said that, you're a fucking genius. I'm stealing that. Who said it? I'm scrolling up.
Prison. the state penitentiary.
Alcatraz.
Anyway, Alcatraz. Back to the task at hand. Apologies, Zach. Should we just like say whatever men value is good? Like that value is fine because they said so? Because if that's the case, then you got to concede to a lot of really gross things.
Yeah, like slavery.
No, I don't think that men can just set the standards to whatever and it's good. But I mean, I do feel like, at least for me, I think you're on the wrong side of it, not valuing body count at all. You know, someone staying with the same partner, exclusivity, long-term relationships, and that being a pattern, it's not something I would want in a marriage or a woman or even a friend, male or female, someone who isn't satisfied by one person and doesn't seem to value having a
Well, if you're saying
long-term
your
relationship
values
for sex.
online, that's fine. But I'm asking, why should we hold this value specifically for women and not for men also? If you think it matters equally for both, you're not a hypocrite. So that's fine. If your view is hypocritical, that's the problem.
Yeah, and maybe I'll just have to concede. I think that it matters because most men aren't attracted to men, so we don't care about the body count of other men.
Should it matter though?
I think the body count should matter for at least for me, for all genders. But it matters more. It should matter more if the majority of people seeking women care. It should matter more for women. And if the majority of people seeking men don't care, it should matter less if it's not important to them.
Right, but you just said that you don't necessarily think that just because a certain demographic values something means that value should remain. So I'm asking you why this value should remain in particular.
Because it's important to me. I think that I wouldn't be able to trust someone who... Yeah, I don't feel like I could trust someone to be loyal to me if they weren't satisfied by, one person at a time, one person for a long period of time. And I feel like it's a good value to have, and I admit that it may be wrong, but...
No, Zach, I'm asking, why should this value only be held to women? Like, if you hold the value, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying, why should you not also hold that value to yourself? Or for other men?
And I do. I hold it to myself, and I would hold it to other men if they were going to be close to me, or if I were to want to pursue a relationship with a man.
Equally?
Yeah. I guess so. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
In that case, we agree. Purr.
Yep.
But thank you for coming
I'll
up.
look someone else up. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Moving on to the next kiosk. And y'all, I think I'll end in like 15 minutes. Hello?
Howdy.
Hi, how old are you?
37.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter more for women but not for men?
Nah.
Oh, purr.
Absolutely not.
I am only looking for ops, however. So thank
Oh,
you
yeah,
for
no, all
coming up.
good. We talked on another account. I make those memes.
Oh, hey you.
What's that?
Thank you, by the way. Whenever people use that emote, it disturbs me to my core in the best way.
That was the goal.
And you did a
Anyway.
fantastic job.
Yo, fuck bigots. Hail Satan.
Period. Bye-bye. All right. Hot rodology. I'm scared. I'm scared. Thank you for the paper crane, Ivy. And also to the person who gave me like 50-something roses before, thank you so much. I forgot to thank you. Thank you. Hot rod. Hot, sticky, wet, girthy rod. Hot, long, pulsating, veiny rod. Rod with a little curve in it. Damn. Crazy work. Moving on to the next guest.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. How old are you?
I am a 19-year-old woman.
Okay, what year were you born?
Yes.
Yes?
Wait, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
What year were you born?
2003.
Hell no, you weren't.
Okay, well, can I just say my...
No. You can't just speak to me if you don't know how to do math. That's not...
Am I better now? My connection was so dog shit.
I don't think it was bad before. But yeah, you sound fine.
Hey, because I just had a blackout.
Oh, hi. How old are you?
18.
Nope. No, you're not. You're a liar, actually.
No one is that inconfident with their age.
No. It's the, Oh? Crazy work.
I'm 21 in 2003. I'm 20. Yeah, actually, no, that works still. But anyway, still.
Oh, yeah, fair. Depends on when you were born, like the month. Hello? Zonut. Thank you for all the roses, Ivy.
At least play a good song.
He was running from the beat. He was
Who's
sprinting
Patrick?
away from
Me,
the beat.
bitch.
Yes.
Yo.
That is Patrick. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
It should matter more. Yeah, just a bit.
Why is that?
Why?
I think it's mainly because what it takes to be intimate with a woman, I think it's a little bit more intense.
Can I take this one, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please. By the way, I've just woken up, so slow down.
Okay. So are you essentially saying that since it is harder for men to sleep with women, we shouldn't shame them for it then?
No, it's not harder. It's
Okay.
it's the same level of access, I reckon. But I think
So it's the same for both?
in terms of the ease or difficulty, yeah, it's the same. I think nowadays. But
Okay, so what were you trying to say then? I'm confused then.
what I'm trying to
Or is
say,
it just me?
yeah, what I'm trying to say is that what it takes for a woman to be intimate, it's a little bit more intense. Does that make sense? Like for women to open up.
Not
to
at all.
someone.
You're as clear as muddy water.
What do you mean by that?
You're not clear at all. I don't understand the point. It's intense to sleep with women?
No.
Sure, it depends on the girl.
If she's doing a good job.
If she's like Sam, yeah.
No. Basically, for a woman to sleep, I feel like women don't just open themselves to anyone, and it takes a lot more in terms of like they're just
I'll be back. I'm
emotional
just gonna mute up.
attachments. Does that make sense?
Sorry, I got distracted. That comment got me kinda.
Oh, it got you kind of. I didn't even see it. I can't read. What's it called?
No, the one that was out loud, my love. The audible one, not the one in the comp. You know what? It's
Yeah,
it's
but basically, I just think like with women, there's just more of like a emotional attachment, which is like what's it called, involved in actual sex.
Oh, emotional attachment.
Yeah. Whereas with
Okay.
like men, I think there's a lot more of a disassociation with the act itself. So what I mean by that is that when a woman has been with more partners, it tends to affect them a lot more. than it
Okay,
does
do you
with
have a
men.
source for this? Because in my experience, no.
Your experience
So,
now.
like, yeah, which is why I don't like anecdotal evidence.
The thing is, when you talk about like sources, I just use real life. I can only talk about what I've seen and what's been
Well, yeah,
around
but
us. Yeah.
something that is true in your own context does not make it universally true. So if you're making an empirical claim and all you have is your own experience, my own experience could say the exact opposite, and then what? We're at an impasse and
Yeah, I know
nobody's
plenty
right.
of women who don't give a shit about the people they sleep with.
Yeah.
Really? And what are those kind of women like? What are they like? Like in terms of their person and their character?
In my experience, if we're talking about Tashika, She likes a good fuck, and she doesn't get emotionally attached to people she has sex with. But in our friendship, she's one of the most compassionate people I've ever met in my entire life. Like, genuinely, I'm lucky to know her.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. So, I'm guessing you put this question out there just to sort of shut people down. Is that what it is?